Turkey, Constantinople, the Ottoman Empire, where East meets West. A country situated between Europe and Asia, a glorious land that was once a Christian stronghold, but now a bastion of Islam. A fascinating place of kind people, sumptuous food, and exhilarating adventures. Seems like a perfect place for explorations. Our entry point into the country was Turkey's majestic capital of Istanbul, a city that blends old and new with a strong Islamic heritage. The grandeur of this city is evident and, in my opinion, would match any famous major European city's magnificence. Even Napoleon Bonaparte said, if the world were a single state, Istanbul would be its capital. Istanbul was also a city jam-packed with tourists during the time we were there. It took us a while to get into the Hagia Sophia due to the super long queues. The church turned mosque, museum, then mosque again was breathtaking. Having a flashy luxury watch would have been difficult to manage in this iconic mosque. The Explorer, being the low-key watch that it is, never called attention to itself and was just there when I needed it. The Bosphorus Sunset Cruise was probably my favorite Istanbul highlight. Cruising from Europe to Asia and back again, with the sun going down over the city's regal skyline plus free-flowing beer was just what I needed to unwind. Trying to take photos and videos of my watch inconspicuously in order to avoid weird stares was a challenge that I accomplished with great success. Cappadocia was our second stop. The stunning, rugged landscape of this region, sprinkled with interesting rock formations, is best viewed hundreds of meters above the ground aboard a hot air balloon. The temperature during the time we were there was quite erratic, from a low of almost freezing in the early morning to the low 20s in the afternoon. What makes the Explorer a true adventurer's watch is its imperviousness to environmental factors. Despite the drastic changes in temperature and altitude, my watch just kept on keeping accurate time, never skipped a beat, and kept on looking good. Pamukkale was our third stop, with its famous Cotton Castle Hill made up of calcium bicarbonate, rendering the surroundings all white and awesome for pictures. Hot spring puddles and raceways can be found in this area and are good places to dip your feet or swim in to counter the cold. I did not have any qualms dipping my watch into the thermal waters and back out again to face the chilly air. Volcanic water and Arctic wind were no match for the Explorer's robustness. Exposure to these two elements did not do anything to hamper its performance. It still kept on ticking accurately, still looked handsome, and took all these on like the badass watch that it is. The ancient cities of Ephesus and Troy were our next stops. Ephesus, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, was built and existed mainly during the Roman Empire in what was then ancient Greece. The celebrated Library of Celsus and the splendid Roman theater are the primary attractions of this place. It is widely believed that the Gospel of John in the Bible may have been written here. Troy was the setting of the story of the Iliad by Homer. It recounted the Greek myth of the Trojan War involving Achilles, Hector, Paris, and Helen, whose face, they say, launched 1,000 ships. I just love taking pictures of my Explorer here, with the ancient cities in the background to give me real Explorer vibes. Our last stop before heading back to Istanbul was Gallipoli. Here we learned about the Anzac, a dreadful event during the First World War where lots of Australians, New Zealanders, as well as Turks lost their lives fighting each other. This place serves as a memorial of that tragic event to remind us that war is never the answer. Seeing the graves of those who lost their lives over a century ago and the famous heart-wrenching words of Turkey's first president, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, memorialized on a slab of stone almost brought tears to my eyes. Experiencing these moments will add to the sentimental value of owning my Explorer, as it has been with me in these excursions. Journeying 3,000 kilometers across Turkey was another travel milestone for me. I got to do several items on my bucket list, and now I have scratched them off. Turkey is a beautiful country with a rich history, a transcontinental land where Asia meets Europe. I am thrilled that I explored this land with my Explorer. It was a good choice for the trip, a true tool watch that is rugged, under the radar, and handsome. As with all trips, the best parts are the memories that we take with us, and my Explorer would never fail to remind me of these epic adventures.